To order at 5:36 PM. May I have a roll call, please?
Board Member Dina Flores,
Present.
Board Member Aaron Cimental,
Present.
Board Member Dolores Rivera,
Here.
Board Member Patrice Stanzioni,
Present.
Board Member Armando Barajas,
Present.
Superintendent Dr. Alejandro Alvarez,
Present.
Student Board Member Samantha Bustamante,
Here.
Dr. Diana Kennard.
Here.
Maricela Barba,
Present.
Tamiko Lino Nolasco.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alexandra. Moving on to approval of the agenda, of the regular board meeting of March 26th. May I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
So moved by Board Member Stanzioni, seconded by Board Member Barajas. Roll call?
Aye.
Aye. Good.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Open session, we will go to the Pledge of Allegiance. Board Member Barajas, can you please lead us?
Of course. Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Board Member Barajas. Moving along, Samantha Bustamante, can you please give us the student board report?
Van Wyck School announcements. The Van Wyck teachers and scholars had a busy month with lots of learning and engaging activities. This month, our writing focus has been poetry. Our scholars have been learning new activities, new math concepts, and teachers have been using various math strategies to help teach lessons. Many of our scholars improved on their AR reading levels, and we had over 180 scholars earn a movie reward for meeting their AR goal. We also enjoyed our visit with Ms. Stanzioni, our principal for the day, as she walked through classrooms and greeted our scholars. Last week, we had our trimester 2 awards assemblies, and we had many scholars receiving awards. We are now preparing to take the iReady diagnostic and LPAC tests. There are great things happening at Van Wyck, and our Van Wyck scholars are being prepared for college and career. Wildcats. Sunkiss announcements. Sunkiss is hard at work. We just completed our grade level benchmark test. We are beginning the iReady math and reading diagnostic. And lastly, we have begun to test for LPAC. Sunkiss Tigers are shining and all they have learned through the year. In addition to our tutoring program during the school day and after school, a select group of teachers have begun after-school intervention and supports. Lastly, our folklorical teacher and students are continuing to prepare for our show coming up at the end of April and beginning of May. Stay tuned for more news on when you can attend our fabulous show. Don Julian announcements. Our 6th and 8th grade Lions just completed their next benchmark and we have shown growth. Our first annual Mother-Son Rodeo will take place this Friday in our quad from 4 to 6 p.m. The 7th annual Don Julian Career Day will take place on Thursday, March 28th, and we have 12 careers represented. Our amazing Lions will participate in the Mount Sac Track and Field Youth Days this Friday and Saturday at Mount Antonio College. We continue to push our attendance improvement and the importance of increasing our daily attendance with daily shout-outs, Olympic class winners, and lots of special recognitions. It's a great day to be a Lions. Edgewood announcements. At Edgewood Academy, our Brave Knights are getting ready to start spring break, but before that, they are hard at work academically. Grade K through 5 are demonstrating what they've learned on the iReady diagnostic number 3. Additionally, our elementary students will be recognized for their hard work during our awards assembly this week. We had a great special guest, Ms. Segura, who was our principal for a day. He enjoyed visiting classrooms, supervising elementary recess, and reading the morning announcements. Many of our students recently attended our PBIS Magic Show performed by Funny Eddie. 313 of our Brave Knights attended the special event sponsored by our PTSA. This week, we are hosting our open house where families can see all the work students have been working on in the classrooms. There will also be informational booths for various organizations in the community and district for families to learn about the different resources in the community. You're invited to attend on Wednesday, March 27th at 5:30 p.m. ASB is also busy planning some exciting events like a spring fundraiser and a father-daughter dance coming in the next few weeks. Lastly, our school band will be performing their spring concert on April 18th at 6 p.m. Stop by and check out our talented musicians. Torch Middle School announcements. Our Trojans have been progressing this month. They have been working with great diligence to meet their academic goals. Our Trojans have completed their benchmark number 3 assessments and are preparing for the upcoming state assessments. Our children community had a wonderful evening during our open house on March 21st. The children community and families walked through our classrooms and admired all the wonderful learning taking place. Children took pride in their learning in each class and engaged in academic conversations with their parents. Our amazing torch director, Mr. Almgren, and torch band filled the evening with wonderful musical pieces. Our children's school community previewed a snippet of what it is to come during our spring concert on April 25th at 6 p.m. in the Watanabe Center. Our 8th grade class has already begun their end of the year activities. They have already taken their promotional and panoramic pictures. They are gearing up for the upcoming 8th grade field trip and other end of the year activities. Our wonderful BHS counselors have already visited and scheduled children for the upcoming school year. It was a great experience for all our 8th grade students. As we approach the end of the school year, children continue to work on their attendance. Our grade levels continue to have monthly attendance challenges. Children wait with great excitement who will win this month's attendance challenge. Lastly, our PBIS celebration is planned for the upcoming week, in which students will celebrate by having a student versus teacher basketball game. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Bassett High School announcements. Our Olympians had a very successful open house where our families were able to see all the great things students were doing in their classrooms. Our English department did an amazing job. Students showcased many types of writing, including expository and argumentative essays, and their very own fairy tales with an impactful global message. Our senior prom was held this past weekend at the White House Event Center in Anaheim. It was a beautiful celebration of our seniors as they get ready for graduation. Huge shout out to the BHS, ASB, and Ms. Thompson for all the hard work and dedication that went into planning this beautiful event. Our students are working hard preparing for the last quarter, which includes our setting season. Our sports teams are hard at work. This past week, our BHS track and field hosted a meet against Ganesha High School and won. Huge shout out to the boys volleyball. They're second place in league and hope to come out on top against Ganesha tomorrow. It is always a great day to be an Olympian. Nueva Vista High School announcements. Our Explorer families came out strong during our open house to see the progress their students are making towards graduation. Students showcased vision boards, anchor charts, and other forms of expository writing. Our students visited Mount San Antonio College to tour the campus. Mount SAC then came onto our campus and helped enroll our students for college. Our students began their first CTE courses at the Bassett Adult School. Students are taking intro to electrical work and intro to the medical field. We're so excited for the post-secondary options we are creating for our explorers. Way to go, Explorer community.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Moving along, staff presentation recognition, Bassett High School MESA competition recognition.
Board President, if I may, I'd like to ask Dr. Maldonado to please come up here. And Mr. Castillo, come on up. If you remember last year, we implemented the MESA program at Bassett High School. We had a presentation, some choices today, and some of the competitions the students participated in and what they won. And so they're back again this year to present again. So thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. Olivia and Alexander, these are two of the students that were part of MESA and would compete with me. So MESA at Bassett High School. So there's two big events that we do. One is what they call MESA STEM Day, which is a partnership with Boeing. It was on October 21st. And the idea is to get to Cal State LA, and there's a lot of Boeing engineers that are there. And it's really a chance to interact with them, ask questions. They hosted a airplane competition, but it was just kind of just for fun. There was some prizes at that time. The biggest part was that the students got to tour Cal State LA and look at their engineering facilities. We saw their fuel cell lab and what the engineers at Cal State LA do there, and some of the other labs like the structural lab and geotechnical. And then that was the first event. And then the next event was March 9th, and it's called MESA Prelims. And so I was able to take 19 students to this event. Last year was 14, so we're improving. We're getting more and more students involved, and so you see them there with their competition product that they built and created. These are the 8 competitions that are available. through Mesa. And so our students were able to compete in the cargo glider, the Mesa machine, moon base, math escape challenge, and coding solution. We still, didn't get to the last three. We're hoping we can get students to take all of them. Some of the other ones are a little bit more involved and require more time, like the NEDC, is the National Engineering Design Challenge. And what it is you're looking at the United Nations, and they've identified 17 areas of concern in the world, poverty, hunger, things like that. And they did that students would kind of research about that and come up with solutions to how to affect this. So I hope I can get to do that the coming year. It is a little bit more involved. But anyways, we were able to do 5, so I was pleased with that. The goal of all those competitions is to always go through the engineering design process and have the students practice these steps, so they learn to identify the problem, explore and see what other people have done. Then they design, they create, they test it. If it does what it's supposed to do, good. If not, go back and look at the design and redesign again. So that's what these students spend hours and hours for lunch and after school working on the project. Ultimately, this is, again, the students at Cal State LA. And we were able to have some success where these students received awards. On the top left, you'll see Olea Hernandez, who was going to be here today, but got ill at the last minute and couldn't make it. But she won 3rd place in the coding solutions competition. That's a program using Python 3. There's a list there of the 15 schools that we compete against, or the other 14 schools. So you see, and they're mostly in the East LA area, or San Diego Valley. Then on the top right, we have Ganji, Jonathan and Justin, who won 3rd place for the Mesa machine. Mesa machine is like a Rube Goldberg type of idea where students get to design a device that has to propel a car through wind power. And so they got their place for that. And then again for Mesa machine, Valeria Hernandez and Justin Trujillo came in 1st place for innovative design. They had a machine that involved a lot of different things that the judges at Cal State LA liked and chose it as the best design. And then we also won 2nd place. They do 9th and 10th, 11, 12. So we got 1st and 2nd for innovative design for 11, 12. 2nd place, it was Andrea Kamatori. And she had a partner, Kate Quintero, who couldn't be here or wasn't able to make it to Mesa that day either. And then lastly, Alexander and his partner Giovanna came in 1st place for 9-10 for same thing, innovative design for the Mesa machine. I put the list of the schools up there with the hopes that we could get something started at the middle school, so that the kids come in already to the high school having some experience because they've been in it. A lot of the schools there feed into some of their high schools, like in Glendale. I did talk briefly with Nelson from Think Together, and he was open to let's get something started at the middle school, so that I guess he would find the person that would partner up with me and maybe get that going for next year. So I hope I can have to. And then there's still a couple of last events that are happening. I have to nominate students for a banquet that will take place in Alhambra at El Mansour Golf Course. One of the nice banquet rooms where they provide you with a 3-course dinner. And so I nominate students for academic achievement. I can pick one from each grade level, see 9 through 12. It's due this Friday, so I haven't written it yet. Then I could also outstanding leadership award and then most dedicated student. And so that's coming up. When we went last year, students loved it. You hear students say things that we don't really get a chance to go to dinner with our families, places like this. It was fancy, it was nice. And they get awards there, they get recognition. And then we also have there's a summer program available called Launchpad, which Marissa will talk a little more about it because she applied for this program. So hopefully, she hasn't received confirmation yet, but we're hoping to hear from them soon. So they'll talk about their experience with Marissa.
My name is Mr. Ramirez. I'm an 11th grader, and I recently applied to the Launchpad, which is a program for female engineers. It basically gives them like a more informational 2-week process. And so far, I haven't gotten a notice yet. I'm hoping they do apply back to me. This year, I did 3 glider, the car glider. I did the math escape competition, and then I did the moon base. I did the moon base. The moon base worked really well, but unfortunately we did not get to place. But it did work really well that we had a video of it. The car glider didn't place, but the math escape competition we also didn't place. But it was a lot more fun because I did it with groups. I didn't do it alone. Last year for the MESA recognition, I got academic achievement award, and it was really fun. The banquet was really amazing. It was a lot more bigger than I expected. My experience at MESA has been wonderful. I've been there for 2 years already, and we have an amazing advisor that he lets us stay after school and during lunch, and we get a lot of work done. And it isn't just to compete, it's more of like having a social environment that's very welcoming and very cool. And that's my experience. I'll pass it to Alex.
Hi, my name is Alexander Reyes. I'm a ninth grader. It was my first year with MESA and Facet. And when I first saw MESA, I wasn't really wanting to, but then like as I saw more of it, I wanted to. And I would look at videos of how they would make the roof golden. And it looked really cool. And I would spend my lunch and after school probably until 6, around then, trying to finish it. When we finish it, we'd have electronics and motors into it. But when it came to the competition day, it didn't work.
That's part of engineering, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, a big shout out to Castillo, the program on, and the kids really, get a lot of leadership and the students are dedicated and coming in on your free time. I know some of them do a lot more things, you just mentioned. And the AFP and all these other things that they're involved in. So we want to
That's why, if you remember last time, my hope is that we can get some of our students to go to college and major in engineering. And so Valeria, I mean, I think she already had her mindset, but having practiced or participated in the coding solution, she did specify she wants to pursue a degree in computer science. So, she wants, like Marissa also wants to see invited about engineering, which also the other kind of thing to do to train that. So, that engineering fields are highly paid. So hope that we can inspire more of us to pursue that too. So thank you all for your support. I know that this year MESA was really, or Cal State LA, and I'm sure the funds must be from somebody here approved something because they did provide us with $2,000 to buy supplies, so I was able to get supplies right away. There's not enough over where we're thinking about getting t-shirts that would say MESA and Facet on it, so that we can try to recruit for next year, more kids to come into the program. And then because on the last week before the competition, they were working really hard. We were there till 8, the night before we were there at 9:30 at night. And so, they provided, we set aside $40 to buy them pizza, so pizza and soda, so they were working hard. So all those things were appreciated by the students, and thank you for your support. So, thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Other questions?
Thank you for the presentation and keep on going, students, and thank you for staying late with them. It's a great inspiration, so continue, good work. And there's more money, they'll get you more money. If you need it.
Thank you.
You'll find it.
Can I make one comment, just quick comments? Marissa, you got the right shirt on.
No,
Castillo.
I can't hold that against you.
Mr. Castillo, I said this last time, there's nothing I could say again that I didn't say last time. You're just phenomenal. And we really, as a board, as a district, we appreciate everything you do for our kiddos. We see your passion, we hear it in your voice. We know that you really care about our kiddos. You're invested in helping them. And I said it last time, I'll say it again, let us know what we can do to continue supporting you, because we know that what you're doing, it's very valuable, especially for our community. Respectfully, even get taken a step further for Latina females. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, principal for a day scholarship recipients.
Yes, thank you, Board President, if I may. So this is a couple weeks now already. We had our Principal for a Day celebration. And part of Principal for a Day, where all of you participated in, is that we have students from the high school, Bassett High School, Nueva Vista High School, and the Dole School receive a scholarship. So actually, I'd like Dr. Maldonado and Mr. Argueta to come up here. They both have students from the respective schools who got scholarships, so I'd like to have them come in.
Board of Education Superintendent Alvarez. We're here to present awards to our Principal for a Day scholarship winners. I have to present, I don't know if you were able to make it today, but I do get the pleasure of presenting Gonzalo Martinez before he comes up here. I just want to say that I have not met a respectful young man, very respectful, very kind. He's a leader on our campus, he's on the soccer team. He's very devout in his church, he gives back to the community. He wants to be a firefighter or go into the healthcare field. He's working on business, doing business pathway. So it is my honor and my privilege to be able to present certificates to Gonzalo Martinez, not only from the Bassett Unified School District, but from the county of LA. California legislature, Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio. Lisa Calderon, Assemblywoman from the. Nationality from our state senator, Barb Isoleta. Someone who was gonna do great themselves and the communities. So for us, when I floated the nomination for our staff, when I was.
Congratulations.
Proud of you. We can't wait to see what you're gonna do for us.
Dr. Maldonado, you are so good.
I have a lot of good kids.
So this is my first time here, so I apologize if I'm a little iffy with all of this. I don't know the procedure, but we have Julian Moreno here. It's a perfect example of what the adult school does. He exemplifies everything we do there. He is a young man that was in college and that decided he needed a new focus. He knew he wanted to learn hands-on, and that's the way that he understood he was going to go get a job someday. And so he's in our HVAC class. He's doing great. And we were talking just recently, that doesn't mean that stops there. Right? He's going to get a great job, and now he's going to be able to afford college if he wants, right? Become an engineer. That's his goal in life. But for now, it's going to be a great career that he's going to be able to get. And we have certificates here for Julian, again, from Silver City. From Dr. Rubio. From Lisa Calderon. And from the California State Planning.
We can all come up to the middle and take a picture.
Put you two in the middle.
Fixing that way.
So many. Yes, I want you to all of you.
Remember our Mesa students.
Yeah, Mesa, come on up, Mesa.
Didn't see that.
What are you doing, honey, back
Where
there?
am I? Those who are improperly attired want to come. Okay, the students definitely in the front.
Everyone's tall.
Yes, tall. Sure.
No, you have to be in front, you're short.
Why?
You're tiny, they won't see you.
Citizens, you want-
I know.
Perfect.
Excuse me.
Right?
Social media.
Mhm.
Thank you, thank you. And congratulations to all of you again.
Yay.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You want to be a firefighter? Let me put you in contact.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Families love first.
That him right there? The Chromebook? Oh, my goodness. But before you leave, you gotta take a picture by it. Yes, yes. Go do it right now. Go ahead.
Oh, that's so cute.
I should go take a picture, how it's going, how it started. Go ahead.
I need to take a picture of him because I didn't know that.
What grade was that? Oh, Edgewood. Was that Edgewood? He even looked awesome.
Sorry, okay.
Super together.
Oh, my.
That needs to go in the paper.
Mr. Jamal? Yes. Señora, Jamal and. Señora, póngase ahí con él. Póngase ahí con él. Get in line.
Take it right here
Right
with
there, right there with this picture.
next to the bulletin. Oh, that's him.
That's him.
Maybe sounds for them.
Acérquese.
Yeah, you can put your hand. What's next? Let's get over there. Oh, it's a beautiful picture.
There you go.
You have a voice.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Julian.
Julian.
Or from all of this.
This is, I just
It's Julian, right? Was it Julian? No, Julian is the adult.
Daniel's from LA.
Daniel.
Interesting. I know too, huh?
Okay, well, again, congratulations to all of you. Great job, great job. Next, we have the first 15 minutes drunk driving prevention program.
Yes, thank you, Board President. Last week, one of the last board meetings, the board approved a contract for a program called the First 15 Minutes Drunk Driving Prevention Program. And last week it was implemented, it happened, Dr. Maldonado texted me, gave me a heads up, and I said, well, we gotta tell people so they don't get scared. She's like, well, that defeats the purpose. It's supposed to be real life situation. So I'd like to ask her to come up here and talk about the First 15-Minute Drunk Driving Prevention Program that is geared to focus on to really educate our students on the impact of drunk driving. We had an incident about a couple years ago with one of our students who just happened to be sitting in a truck with a bunch of his friends and got hit by a drunk driver, and I think he lost maybe his whole foot, his whole leg.
Yeah.
So this is why this is a very important topic, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Maldonado.
So we are so thankful for the captain, the ASB, all the partners that came out. We have sheriffs, we have EMTs, we have everybody to think of it. We're able to provide simulation of what can happen, right? When students, young people drinking. And I'll tell you that it's very impactful. It came reflect when we actually had a funeral, right? And I'll Ms. Winnie has taken a minute after the video. But it really was a great learning experience, not just for the students who were involved, because we literally were disappeared for a day. Like they were like went through the whole thing, more they got booked. From all the studies. And it really drove, I think, to make it home. There was when I spoke to one of the sheriffs in the room, we lost people, right? Because of one thing. He stated that of all the schools he's been to, all the schools are most respectful and the kids did an amazing job, just being empathetic and walking. I know that it's a minute, but I think the video speaks for itself. There's no. Something like that. And they're all actually students that are local. And his family will result, that's a family pack. So parents are part of the entire process.
You can see the bubbles. Liquor, there's no bubbles.
Our students are all 11 computers are standing at the top of the building, walking their classes. I just, you see all the students in my home. It's like, it's on the graphic university website, it takes this, it's a whole storyline, all of our students. There was a scene in, the Kingdom Valley, actually worked with us, one of our students is actually, this week, and we had the aunt come in, and you see all the emotions of it, and for our parents, it was really real, because they had to write a letter to the child, everything that happened. And the students were actually sequestered at the palms with staff, outside of school, so that they really got to the family. And then we went through the whole thing, and then we had an assembly where we had speakers, and the families came over and asked it. And the families came up and they talked about it, they read the letter they wrote to the students. It was very impactful, there was all kinds of tears. Because all of us have been impacted at some point, right? And one time we did something. So I think for our students, it was a valuable, this humanity in our kids, just the empathy was like amazing.
Hi again.
She's like a superstar.
Miss Marion. My role in this video was, I was part of the innocence car. I was behind the driver, so the blue car. I was behind the driver, and at the party, I also went with them to a little more years. But when I first got selected from this function, it was very exciting. I didn't expect it to be like this. I expected it to be like so impactful. And once we started doing the video, and when the elected process came out, I started already like, okay, this is real. It's a lot more emotional, I feel like, when we had the day off at the prom resort. There was a lot of speakers. There was a woman who talked about her brother that was part of the DUI accident. And basically the whole day I cried because it was a lot more emotional than my assumed would be. But I'm really happy that I was a part of this experience because I know that it will help kids in the future to be careful. And I know that it's a preventable thing, and I hope students knew that while going into prom last weekend, and I hope that others don't repeat it.
We had a very successful talk. There was nothing, beautiful event, there was no students older, so we think we'll have an impact. But also, you know, even if it is just one child that we save, we think it's worth it. It's a great reason that we're emotional, a lot of emotional labor for our students, for our families. I think that's a really good quality.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, I was watching it from behind. I was watching it from afar, and it is very emotional.
Thank you. I just want to say, thank you. I think unfortunately, at least speaking for myself, from the younger generation, I think it's easy to be desensitized to a lot with the age of social media, seeing on the tip of your phones, wars throughout the world, wars in your community. I think it's easy for our students to take that stuff for granted. So definitely incredibly powerful stuff. You know, this is a program that I didn't experience when I was in high school, but I've seen, you know, its iteration throughout the years since with some of my friends who graduated after me. And it's always just so intense and raw and important for them to have that visual comprehension of this is what it looks like, this is what cars, mangled, blood, everything. Like it's definitely an uncomfortable sight to see, but that's the point at the end of the day. You know, DUI accident is not going to be pretty for anyone. So I appreciate the work because I'm sure it's definitely emotional work for not only you all, but the families to do that because it's incredibly important, especially as we fight to get things that taste good but is bad away from our kids. If it's alcohol, if it's vapes, if it's whatever it is, it's just so easy. You know, it's not impossible for anyone to, or it's not impossible for them to get a hold of it, but it's definitely easier nowadays. And just it's more branded, you know, to them, unfortunately. Bright colors, everything, flavors. So I do appreciate all the work that you go into it, and I do hope that it was impactful to the students. Definitely perfect timing ahead of prom, but just in general, moving on, you know, it's not something that our district hasn't faced, you know, with our student just 2 years ago, who was in a DUI accident, not even, you know, of his fault, just a bystander, you know, by a grown adult, even worse. So I just want to say thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, moving right along to public comments related to closed session. We have no public comments for closed or open session. So we will move on to, I'm not gonna read my whole spiel there. We'll move on to superintendent comments.
Thank you. Just a few things. I had the opportunity to visit the open house last week for Bassett High School and Pueblo Vista High School and Torch Middle School. It was great to see all the parents walking through their children's classrooms. It's great to see the teachers there interacting. The high school, they had a lot of their, the art teacher had a lot of the students' drawings out on display, and the ceramics teacher had some of the work they had done on display as well. At Torch Middle School, they had the band there doing a couple of by grade level playing some music for the parents, and then some stuff outside for food and just making it welcoming for our parents. So it's great, just great to see all of that. I do want to let the board know that yesterday we had a big meeting with all the people involved with the pool. All the notices to proceed has been sent out, all the insurances have been met. And so we had a big meeting just last week. We should see equipment starting to be staged over there, and then obviously the construction of the swimming pool, start digging and all that. The fitness center, they dropped the first or second layer of the epoxy. There's a couple of layers that are gonna go on the next couple of days. They've already done the coating of paint on the walls. So that one is also moving along very well. Let me see here. Oh, I also got an opportunity to attend Nueva Vista High School students going over to the adult school for their kind of soft opening of the TTE classes. So some of the students are taking the trades and electrician classes, and the other ones are taking a medical profession class. So it's great to see that. Obviously, they're a little more engaged now than the first day they went, but everything I hear, it's been going very well. So I'm just glad to hear that. And other than that, just a reminder that this coming Friday, there is no school, and then we will be on spring break all next week. So that, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Alvarez. Board Member Barajas.
Yeah, for sure. Excuse me. Marissa, what don't you do, man? Like you were really a star today, and you're wearing the right colors. It's just like, what? And you just knew this was gonna happen, huh? No, but I do, once again, Ms. Castillo, thank you for everything you do for our kiddos when it comes to the MESA program. We really do genuinely appreciate everything you do. Marissa Alexander, thank you for being here, talking about your experience with it. And, yeah, I mean, as some board members shared, let us know how we could continue supporting this, because we genuinely believe we need more, folks, focus on the STEAM, field from here, our own community. So just let us know. Our scholarship recipients, congratulations, phenomenal. It's probably pretty cool to find out like, hey, I'm up at that boardroom. Pretty cool. Like we've had these up for several years now, so you actually could like, huh, cool. Well, you're probably immortalized here for a while now. But moving on though, yeah, congratulations to you all. You know, I hope everybody has a very restful spring break, time to reflect on us personally, ensure that we're being the best that we can be for ourselves and of course for our family, our loved ones. If you're a teacher, for our students, if we're classified employees, for our students as well. As students, as we prepare, for seniors at least, as we're preparing to embark on our next grandiose, let's call it accomplishment, because I know you're gonna get it. Just know who you are as you move forward, and of course, stay grounded as you move through these next couple of days, weeks, months. So hope everybody has a restful spring break, and take it easy. Thank you.
Board Member Stanzioni.
I want to thank Samantha Bustamante for always bringing us all the good news from all of our schools. Thank you so much. Van Weg, it was a true joy to return to my old elementary and to hear that they're working on poetry. It's not an easy write, but I know Van Weg Wildcats can do it. And to hear the Folklorico is continuing at Sunkist, you know, I'm all about the arts and the sciences. So tonight was my night of just hearing joy. To hear that DJ was involved with the Mount Sac Youth Track and Field Day is so exciting, because had they had that when I was running track for Torch and Van Weg, I'd have been there. Edgewood and Torch maintaining a band is going to be so helpful as they go into high school. It helps focus children so much. Always a strong English department to hear great news from them at the high school. Nueva Vista, their vision boards are so important. Vision boards have come to be kind of the thing that young people are doing now, and they're so very, very important for all of us to see where we want to go, to visualize it, and to make it happen. And the CTA courses, I'm so excited that they are bringing like the electrician course and the HVAC course and medical courses into those students, so they can actually get involved, because boy, they'll make more than we will. Congratulations to Mesa. I am blown away by what you do. I'm an old Science Olympiad coach, so I know some of those things, but you go way farther, I believe. The engineering design process will help you in everything you do from now on, because you'll be thinking in that way, and it's a very focused way to think. I do hope that you get that Launchpad summer program. My fingers will be crossed, as well as my prayers. And then we come to something very sobering. That every 15 minutes, it's really hard to listen to, because I lost one of my very best friends to a drunk driver, and a number of others along the way, and a student. And my brother was hit by a drunk driver twice, once when he was at Torch as an 8th grader. And so I am vehemently against drinking and driving, and I think it's incredibly important that we show the kids the reality of it. It's not reality, because they know those kids are going to get up and be okay, but at least it gives them an inkling. Back when they did every 15 minutes when I first started teaching, it was to bring the crashed cars on campus and to say, so-and-so died in this, because it was a car that somebody had died in. It didn't have the impact. People walked by, said, oh, kind of crummy car, and they'd walk by. This is so much more profound. And I hope that everybody listened. I do hope that the partying scenes are not turned into memes or mocked on social media, because kids can do that if they can cut and paste. But I am so glad that that was taken so very seriously, and I hope it continues to be. So have a great week off. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy your time with your family, and we'll see you back here afterwards. Have a great night, Bassett.
Thank you, Board Member Stanzioni. Board Member Rivera.
Thank you. I'd like to congratulate our scholarship winners and Gonzalo and Daniel from Nueva Vista that couldn't be with us today, and Julian from the adult school. And Gonzalo's mother. Without you, he wouldn't be doing this great. So thank you very much. Congratulations to you. He is a very respectful child. I had the honor of sitting next to him at the luncheon. And he's great. He's a great kid. So thank you to congratulations to both of you. And I also had the pleasure of visiting the open house Nueva Vista and Bassett. And Nueva Vista, I was able to see that wellness room that they're fixing. It's really nice and it's big, and hopefully we could get it furniture. They said they're ordering it and get it. And I was talking to some of the students. They would like to see like soft bean bags in the corners and cushions and things where they could just lay back in. And maybe we could put some games or do things there to make them feel welcome and comfortable there. I was able to speak to all the teachers there and see their classrooms, and the work they're doing is amazing. How these kids are progressing in a smaller environment, because not everybody could handle, could work in a big school. And so it's very good that we're offering them everything that we possibly could so that they could succeed. And then I was trying to do all three schools, but I got stuck at Bassett. I went into the library and wow, the art to the side, a piano player over here, and then a brass band over here. It was like I was at a carnivore fair. I don't know which stage to look at because there were so many. But I was able to meet a couple of students, and there was one in particular that plays the piano very beautifully. His name is, and I want to give him a shout out, Aurelio Carrillo. Oh my God, he's amazing. And he introduced me to some of his musician friends, and they were thinking of maybe they could start a small orchestra at the school, make something different, because not everybody likes just the band, but maybe a small orchestra and things like, stuff like that. I told him I would let the board know, and I would let everybody know, and I would bring it up at the board about it. And I know there is money because I know we had the VAMPA or the arts, and there's also there's one that goes to the scholar, Bassett to you. Yeah. Okay, that one, and then I said, well, I think we could find money, and then there's other one. So there's a few scholarships that we have that we could use to hire maybe another music teacher or something to help with the orchestra and get them going. And that would be nice to see. It's something that nobody has around here, and maybe we could get more students involved with that. I was told we do have a choir. It's a small one, but we do have a choir. I also visit some of the classrooms when I pull myself away from there. The art is amazing. I just have to say that. We have very talented students. So I was able to go to other classrooms, and the teachers were very busy, so I didn't stop to say hi to them. I did go to the second floor, which tired me out for 2 days. And a gentleman even came down and says, you need help? And I said, no, I gotta do it myself. So I went up there and I spoke to some of the special ed teachers and in their classrooms, and they're doing great work. Some of them, a lot of the teachers there are homegrown, are from us. I've known them since they were little. They've been at my house, they camp out or whatever we did there. And one of them was remember we used to go to your house and party and sleepovers and all that? And I said, yeah, I remember. But it was nice to see them and see how well they're doing, even though everybody says, oh, Bassett, but how amazing students we have and how they've grown up to be very fruitful, successful young people. So I'm very happy for that, to see that. And I didn't make it to Nueva. I tried, but I got there right when everything was ending. So and I was tired by then from the stairs. Good thing is that they gave me the elevator to go down. They opened the elevator for me to go down. So, and then Mesa, you're doing a great job, Mr. Castillo. You students are doing great. Let's try to get more females in there, more women Latinas, because we could do anything we set our minds to, and we just got to encourage them that they need to do it. And I don't know, maybe put it a Big Bang Theory there so they could see all these beautiful scientists or something there that encourage them to join this group. Because it's amazing. It's a great talent. It's a great job to get into, and it's amazing how you could figure out these problems and see what you could do, and making these designs and having them move. It just, it awes me. It's just great. So thank you, Mr. Castillo, for all your time. Thank you, students, for putting in the extra effort. I know you have a lot of other activities and a lot of students, but it's all worth it. At the end, I'm telling you, it is worth it. It's worth it for you, and we are all very proud of you and all the work that you have done. So thank you all. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy Easter, whatever you celebrate, and enjoy it. And please do drive safely, and if you drink, Uber it or taxis or whatever, but don't drive. So have a nice holiday, and we'll see you back when we come back from spring. Thank you.
Board Member Rivera, Board Member Cimental.
Thank you, Madam President. I do appreciate the opportunity to listen from my colleagues on their experiences with back to school night, simply because I've just been stuck at campus this last couple weeks. 3-hour traffic from Westwood to back home is definitely not the move, but that's my life, I guess. So to listen, to hear all the positive experience with just the middle school and the high schools is really great. I'm looking forward to see what the remainder of this week with the open houses will look like. Tonight, recognizing the students, again, just reiterating what we've all said, it's really great to see the MESA program continue to grow. Seeing that we went up from 14 students last year to 19 is great. I'm definitely looking forward to see where we could support you continuously, if that's financially, if that's with resources. So I think that's a program that we as a community need to support, not only for our students to have a more robust education, but just to have those other career paths that, you know, they probably wouldn't think about until they get their hands in it. So I appreciate our two students for being here tonight. This is what a board meeting looks like, so now you know what that is, but I do appreciate you guys coming in and sharing what your experience was like. And of course, to our principal for a day scholarship recipients, you know, thank you for, I guess, coming back and getting all the recognitions. Certificate after certificate after certificate is really nice, not only for you, but you know, the other students who wasn't able to be here. Again, it was a nice time to see the banquet already, like, what, 3 weeks ago, and just have all the other students from the rest of the Puente Valley there was really great. So it's always nice to have students come to the board meetings, actually see what we do. It's more than just Samantha and Brian, who of course we don't mind, but you know, it's nice to see other people. And also see, you know, your acting skills. You know, it's a very serious topic, but you know, it's nice to see actually how many students were engaged in that, you know, and I would say took it very seriously. Obviously a party scene to live it up, but you know, to be committed to go to someone's house, the parents opening up their backyard, doing the whole scene, you know, not only there on idea, but going to Queen of the Valley to everything, you know, that's a actual great thing that you're able to pull off. So I appreciate the students' involvement in that, and I'm sure you all take it very seriously in your peers, the dangers of driving. But moving on to something more light is, or just as scary, is college acceptances. Hopefully you may or may not, you know, have gotten acceptances already. It's late March, so that's about the time where I think you should be making the hard decisions of, you know, what looks best for your program, your degree, what financial aid packages you may or not be getting. So just having those very, you know, tough decisions with yourself, what you want to pursue with your family, with, you know, whatever you start making those decisions. But just after you've gotten all your acceptances back, just want to say congratulations for that accumulation of all those hard years of work getting to this moment. Obviously it's like graduation talk a couple months ahead, but just knowing that you're almost there. So kind of like in a distance, congratulations to all the students there. And of course, I think we all got the emails, I think it was earlier this week or last week, it's Tuesday, I don't even, it feels like a Thursday to me. But we got our district's Teachers of the Years and Classified of the Year. So I believe that was Maria Reyes of Van Wig and Anthony Figueroa Orozco from Bass High School. So I think it's great to, you know, actually recognize them. I think we're going to be doing a larger celebration next board meeting with our years of service. So I'm looking forward to that. I promise I'll be more appropriately attired then for that nicer event. But just giving the appreciation to our employees who do the great work here in the Bassett Unified School District. homegrown myself, you know, I feel like it's sad when we get a lot of the negativity in Bassett, so I think it's really powerful when we have that opportunity to celebrate all of our wins. But with that, again, just wishing everyone a safe spring break, happy Easter, happy rest of Ramadan, and we'll see each other in April. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Board Member Simental. I would like to concur with my colleague's comment about the student representatives. It's really nice, Brian, Samantha, it's really nice to hear that we get updated on how the schools are doing academically, you know, in sports and then their events that are happening. I have to tell you, it's very near and dear to me to hear about the father-daughter dance because when I was in high school, many centuries ago, the dinosaurs were already gone, okay? We had those and I have every single picture, you know, so, you know, those are, it just brings me back to good times. Our programs, our CTE Pathways programs, education, engineering and health, doing really great. I know recently the grant was issued for that, so those are great things that'll be happening. Looking forward to see how the business pathway can be done. And along that note, Mr. Castillo, thank you so much for all that you do. Yes, I remember the last presentation that you did and the MESA program and the Launchpad. That's on my campus. So, so this is really great. So next time you visit Cal State, I don't know if you got to visit the Makerspace. And my organization at Cal State LA funds the Launchpad program or provides funding for the Launchpad program. So that's really great. The future is digital. It's digital. It's going to be electronic. So you're all in the right space. And it's just amazing when you think, look at this. This was somebody's creative mind, you know? Imagine if Steve Jobs still lived. What would he have done? What would he have accomplished? All it took was a vision. And you have that vision. So follow it, take it far. There's a lot of need for this and just to build on the future and everything like that. So I'd like to thank Ms. Topshin for her work with ASB. This is really good. The drunk driving prevention program, it's big. And I'm going to tell you, my grandfather was 99 years old and it was in March and we're preparing to celebrate his centennial birthday. And he was hit by a drunk driver. Never found out who it was, but he was hit. But he was fine. He lived on his own. He was just fine, you know? So this does hit hard. It does hit home. Dr. Maldonado, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for everything. You're doing great things at the high school. We hear positive things. Yeah, we do hear some other things, but hey, it happens and they'll learn. You just push through. And thank you for that. I know some days are hard, but you keep pushing through and I really appreciate you for that. You're setting a great example for the students who see you doing that. That's really great. As always, let us know how we can support you. And I look forward to our business program pathways, okay? And as far as the district, excited, the swimming pool. You know, that's the one that I hounded Dr. Alvarez most every other day. So the swimming pool, the district-wide HVAC, where's changes? We're having changes. Bassett is we're getting to where we need to be, the gymnasium HVAC. The marquees, so the marquees will soon be up over, well, most of the campuses have them. So we have two campuses, Van Wyck and Edgewood. Van Wyck and Edgewood, they will be getting there. So those will be done, what is it, April?
April.
In April. So this is good because that's communication. It's communication to the community. So when we can bring community together with our students, everybody working all together, we're going to make it happen. It takes a village to support our students and we're here for students. So between parents, community, everything, we're going to do it. So looking forward to having more programs that involve community, that bring the community together to let them know. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, the fitness center. Yes, I'm excited for the fitness center to see it. Maybe we'll just have to go try it out and everything. So who cares about Planet Fitness? We'll go to the fitness center. PTA is in your parent-teacher associations or parent-teacher-student associations. They're in elections mode right now, and they're looking for community parents to get involved in there. PTA is a great organization. It gets you to get a voice on campus. So I'm going to put that blurb out there. do that shout out for them. If you are interested, please reach out to your campus to see if there is a PTA. I know we're trying to get one going at Van Wig. It's a great opportunity to make a difference for students also. That said, everyone have a safe and wonderful spring break. Relax, rejuvenate, and just, okay, everybody be safe, please.
Further, if I may just, forgot to say that this did go out, we have a mailer that's going, it should have already gone out, it's just a facilities update for the school year. So we sent about 50 copies to each school site, we have some here at the district office, and then we mailed them to your homes, I don't know if you've got them yet.
I got it.
Okay, good, and then there is a bar, code scan back that allows you to read it in Spanish. For your parents as well. Just keep that in mind as it comes through.
St. Louis de France is having a Narcon training on April 17th at 2 to 3:30, and it's free of charge. And it's gonna be in the Mulcahy Hall, which is the one big hall that's by Willow and Temple. And there's like a QR code, I don't know what it is, and I think it's that, I don't know. But if you get a flyer, you could register it on that, and it, like I said, it's free. Everybody's welcome, community, parents, staff, La Puente people, anybody, everybody's welcome. The bigger, he wants to train as many people on the use of Narcan. Because you don't know, we always say the high school needs to be trained, but sometimes the little kids get into the adults' things that they shouldn't, and we need to be prepared for that. So definitely, whoever wants to go, and the teacher is free of charge, just register ahead of time so that they would know how many people will be attending and be ready.
Mr. Rivera, did they say anything about giving out the Narcan? Because I know some of the trainings do.
He did tell me, but
He said that they would be providing them.
I think so, huh?
Excellent, because I have some under my car if anybody needs it. It's always under my seat in my car.
Yeah,
Because you never know when you might drive up on somebody that needs it. And get trained. It's super easy.
yeah,
It's easier than a AED.
yeah, so it's open to anybody.
Do you think you'd appreciate if we maybe potentially have it on the marquee, the Bassett one on the intersection?
Oh, yeah, that would be
Blow it up.
great.
If that's something we could potentially get on,
You
is
need to
that
register now.
one in Temple?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great if they could be put on the marquee, especially for the community to be aware that this is going on, the training. It's a good training for all of us
Yeah.
to know, so.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Board
thank
Member
you.
Rivera. One last thing, March 30th, City of La Puente Park is having their egg hunt. So please go join, bring the family, have fun.
Hopefully it won't rain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you said.
Every year we went, it was beautifully sunny, but I hear that this weekend there might be some.
Yeah.
And those kids get vicious on that place. They push out of the way.
With the eggs?
Oh, with the egg hunt.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, it's a big thing.
When I took the kids, yeah.
Yes, it's a big thing.
Okay, if there are any, no more comments, we will move to closed session. Can I get a motion to move to closed session?
So move.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Rivera, seconded by Board Member Stanzioni. Roll call.
Aye.
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 Aye. We will adjourn to closed session. Well, no, we will move to closed session at 6:40 PM. Question? Oh. Can we reconvene?
Oh, I have Randy's number. Do you have Randy's number? We got to tell Randy.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. We are reconvening to open session at 7:54.
Is it on?
Okay. Report of action taken in closed session. Board Member Rivera, can you please report?
In closed session on a motion by Mr. Barajas and a second by Ms. Stanzioni, and a vote of 5 members approved, 0 members opposed, 0 members abstained, the governing board took action to approve request of a settlement authority to date of a lost March 22nd, 2022 liability claim 609-726 by parents of a former student number 2025255 for alleged damages for $37,500. Agreement will include a minor's compromise and release as required by the court.
Thank you, Board Member Rivera. Moving along to written communications, we have none. Discussion action items, we have none. Oh, yes, we have approval of resolution, but we have no resolutions. Okay. That moving on, we have the consent calendar. So all matters listed under the consent calendar. I have competition. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered by the board to be items that will be enacted by the board in one motion. There will be no discussion of these items prior to the time the board votes on the motion unless members of the board, staff, or public request specific items to be discussed and or removed from the consent calendar. At this time, board members, do you have anything you would like to pull from the consent calendar?
No.
No? That being said, can I get a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented?
Seconded.
Motion by Board Member Barajas, seconded by Board Member Stanzioni. Roll call?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay. Yes. Moving right along, adjournment. The next regular board meeting will be April 23rd, 2024 at the Watanabe Center. They have a lot of fun, okay? That said, are there any other comments, anything else, board members, people?
I just wanted to address
Yes.
number 1 under Ed Services. I'm so excited that Van Wyck has gone the correct route and going to Music Theater International, MTI, to get approval to do The Lion King, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm super excited, but they're doing it the correct way. We haven't seen that for a while at our high school. But yeah, it's awesome.
We watched via Facebook, well, I'm sorry, via FaceTime, we watched The Lion King with my grandson. He's into it now. Okay, so can I get a motion to adjourn the regular board meeting of March 26, 2024?
Seconded.
Motion by Board Member Barajas, seconded by Board Member Stanzioni.
Aye.
Roll call?
Aye.
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 Aye. We adjourned the regular board meeting of March 26, 2024 at 7:50 PM. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bassett, and good night.
Good night.